Hi there everybody, it's your friendly Dracula's daughter here again. Been dragged through the hedge backwards, sideways, forwards, and every which way. As you can see, the roots need doing, definitely, don't they? Look at that. Disgusting. But anyway, it's worse than showing an ankle. Believe me, it is. But anyway, so I hope you're all okay, and hope you're all keeping safe and keeping within the rules that the government have put out, especially last night. But only going out essential for essential needs or exercise, or if you're working in the key sectors that are open at the moment, like banks, supermarkets, healthcare workers and pharmacists. Anything else, keep indoors. Anyone else, just stay indoors and go from there. And I'll be able to go, oh grief, or they're panicking and everything, but it's only going to be for a minimum of 3 weeks. And they're going to look at everything again in 3 weeks' time. So something to look forward to, isn't it, 3 weeks? And in that time, get to know yourself, get to know the people around you, get to know the members of the family that or spouses that or partners that you're sharing your house with, or with your children and everything. Because we live in a society that everything is just all hustle and bustle and too busy to even sit down and think sometimes. So take this time to get to know yourself, get to know your limits, get to know how much you can drink in a day. No, no, I wouldn't recommend that at all. See how fast your hair turns grey, maybe. But try not to murder each other in that time. Be kind to yourself. Only buy what you need, not what you want. And that goes with the pharmaceutical stuff as well, because apparently people are panic buying with that at the moment. It was food, now is pharmaceutical items. So, people are panicking about that now as well at the moment. So, only get what you need, not what you want. Pardon me. Yes, I do have a cough. Yes, I do have a sniffle. Yes, I do have some, excuse me. Simba? But I don't think I have the virus because I haven't had any temperatures or anything like that, and I do have asthma and I do have seasonal heavy colds and flus anyway, so it's just a bit later, and it's a bit, I usually get around about October time, but because I've changed my diet and everything, it seems to have delayed until now. So and of course because of asthma I have hay fever and everything, so that does tend to affect me. So and people are like, oh grief, she's coughing, but at least when I go out now, I've got a scarf over my face, and people say, oh, that won't help you catch, that won't help you at all. It gives me peace of mind, it gives other people around me peace of mind. If they hear me cough, at least they think, oh yeah, at least you're not spreading the, oh, pardon me, there's no spray going across the room by 6 feet to somebody else, because I've got the scarf there, even though the virus is minuscule and go through the scarf anyway. So that's besides the point. It's to give people security by seeing somebody that's coughing with, especially out with a scarf over their head, over their mouth and nose. Right. What the government did say last night, and they're going to say more on Thursday about it, is that the country is virtually in a lockdown. For want of a better word, it is a lockdown. Everything's a lockdown apart from, like I said, food, pharmacies, supermarkets, and that's the only places that are closed. You can go exercising once a day. They haven't said how long for. So that will be coming out on Thursday. Hold on. Simba, leave it, please. Leave it. Thank you. Just because the door's closed. Now enough. Now go and sit down. Go and lie down. Go on. It's just like a naughty kid you are. Honestly, he really is like a naughty kid. Well, stop it then. Behave. No, stop. See, look, she wants to come and say hello again. She does. She looks. See? Now, you can say hello to people. No, he's just looking out the window now. Go on. Go move your bum. No, move your bum. Move bum. Mummy kiss. Mummy kiss. Mummy kiss. Hey, no, mummy kiss. Come on. Oh, well, come on, give him his mummy a kiss. Right. No wonder would you kiss this. But there you go. But anyway, so, I know what he's panicking about. The patio doors open, but the lounge doors closed. So, but anyway, so he panics. He panics. Any changes in the house, he panics. But anyway, so yes, so the government said about, but there's no, Simba, please, thank you. But there's no, they haven't said how long you can exercise for. It's just one exercise a day. I suppose say for about an hour or whatever like that. So my exercise is taking Zena out every day and go shopping once a week. So that's how I'm going to do it. And instead of running to the shops every day or every other day, I'll just have to do it once a week, which might work out cheaper for me. But anyway, so yes, so that when I took Zena out earlier, this was about midday, and I thought it was going to be quiet. There were a few people around. Not many, about a dozen people. And there was a woman waiting outside the chip shop, waiting for it to open. Because the old man that's living in our house has his fish and chips every day. What am I going to do now? He wants his fish and chips. And I'm like, it's closed. It's closed. Sandwich shop's closed. And the chippy's closed. Just get yourself a chip pan, Karen, and bloody cook it yourself for it. But anyway, so there's that. And then walking through town with Zena, and there was a woman tutting like that outside a travel agency. And I'm thinking to myself, what part of non-essential shops will be closed as from last night did they not get? And as I walked through that part of town, I turned out to have a look, and she was still waiting outside the shop. So I don't know if she's waiting for them to open. She might still be there. We'll see her in 3 weeks' time. Just a skeleton just sat outside a travel agency, waiting for her to pay for a holiday or whatever. But anyway, so that's besides the point, isn't it? So, but it's just ridiculous. People just haven't clicked yet, have they? Majority of people have. It was like last night, about 10:30, 11 o'clock. There was somebody going around screaming. It was male screaming really loudly at the outside. They go like saying something like that, and then start screaming. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, you're having a meltdown, but you're putting yourself and others at risk, in danger, literally in danger, and this is what it's all about. But anyway, Thursday, the government are going to come out with stuff, and one of the things they're going to come up with is going to make it into law that the police will have the power to fine. Well, they have the power to fine now anyway. So. £30 if you're doing unnecessary travel. I just saw that on the news earlier. But other measures, I suppose, policing to actually police us. Isn't it ridiculous? That has to go that far in order for us to stop and think and say, okay, no one's life is worth it. Is worth being selfish, and that's what it is. People that don't need to go out, people that don't need to go to work, that are working for companies or organisations that are not open, that are on lockdown as from last night. They don't need to go out at all unless you're going shopping or for an hour's exercise, and that's it. So why push the boundaries? We as British people, we are just we don't like being told what to do we? Our government turned around and advised us last week to stay indoors. That didn't work, so they turned around and said you must. And anything, could virtually be a lockdown. And it is a lockdown but in name. So, but Thursday's going to be even worse, and perhaps might even turn into martial law, because there was talk about that last week about getting the army involved, or all those kind of services involved to enforce curfews and everything. So if that happens, then it'll be our own fault for not listening to the government guidelines and rules now. So just listen to them. Joe Bloggs down the road is not an expert in any of in this at all. The experts are high up, and they are advising the government, and they're learning from other countries, and so don't listen to Joe Bloggs from next door stating, "Oh, it's not that bad. It's just like flu, blah blah blah. More people die of the flu every year, seasonal flu every year, than have died of this as of yet." That is understandable. That is true. But seasonal flu, you can get vaccinated for. Whereas with coronavirus, there's no vaccine, there's no cure as of yet. They are working very hard on it, but it's not like the flu at all. Flu is a virus. It's not a coronavirus. The flu is a virus. There are quite a few coronaviruses. They found the first one in 1965, I think. But anyway, so this one's called COVID-19 because it was found in 2019, so I've been told. But anyway, so it attacks the trachea and the lungs, and stays there, and it attacks the cilia, which is like the little fine hairs in the lungs, and it goes into those and kills those off, and the cells die and everything, and then the white blood cells come along to attack them. Your immunity comes along and attacks them, and be too much, and then pardon me. And people with low immunity, the immune system either doesn't fight it properly or overworks and kills all the good cells as well around it. So and with that you get fluid on the lungs, blah blah blah, and so the body can't adjust to it very very quickly, and apparently I'm by no means a scientist or anything like that. I just go by what I've read, what I've researched about it all, because I do panic about these things, and it's just really strange. But anyway, so going back onto the research and stuff, it has been said that with the SARS that we had a couple of years ago, it left holes in people's lungs afterwards, if you caught it, and that's what that coronavirus did to your lungs. Left holes where it attacks the lung. So people still are affected by respiratory issues after that. But with some of the with this virus, COVID-19, I wish people would stop calling it coronavirus, because it is one of many coronaviruses. So it's not just the only coronavirus. So this is COVID-19. This is the strain of that coronavirus. But people, they do say that if people do have this catch this COVID-19 and they pull through, even if they were hospitalized but still pulled through, they will have respiratory difficulties and issues for quite a few years afterwards, if not a lifetime. So that is one thing. I was having a discussion with somebody online yesterday, and he turned around and said, "Oh, it's not like Ebola, is it?" And I'm there going, "No." He said, but Ebola kills 50% of the people that catch it. And I'm there going, "Yeah, but there's still a vaccine. And the Ebola only kills people that doesn't have the vaccine." So there is a vaccine against Ebola, or there's treatment for Ebola that 9 times out of 10 you do come through. But as of yet, there is no vaccine, and there's no cure, and there's nothing to give people that will combat this COVID-19 as of yet. They're saying that some medication that goes for Ebola and lupus, Ebola and lupus might work. There's a combination of two drugs. I can't remember the name, but one of them's for lupus, and of course the people. Simba, what you do? Oh, do you know? He's a pain in the backside, is that boy? Now go and lie down. Go and lie down now. Will you lie down? Go on. Thank you. But anyway, so yes, so in the next 3 weeks, we need to basically think about what we're going to do. Think if there is a damn good reason for us to go out. My reason of going out every day is Zena. I'm taking her out. Simba I can't take out because of neurological problems. Or somebody's out there with a dog now, agony barking, which is nice. But apart from that, there's no need to go out. If you have an open space where you live, just because the country's in a lockdown and be told to stay indoors, stay in your own home, doesn't mean that you can't go on your own patio or your own garden or whatever. Just as long as it's in the boundaries of your own home and with the people that you live with. You can do anything and everything with the people that you live with because you're sharing a house with them. They do say though, but to try and stay 3 steps away from people that you live with, spouses and stuff like that. You can't if you're sharing a bed with someone. You can't, can you? But other people in the household, try and keep 3 steps away from them. Pardon me. 3 steps away from them. So, and that's how to do it. I really don't know what else to say today. I'm usually quite jovial on time, just tranny this and tranny that. But anyway, so this tranny is telling you just be careful. But what I was going to say to you last time, and I didn't, and I forgot about it because I just went on a tangent, I think, but because it's very, very difficult to find hand sanitizers, the alcohol ones, and I was told, was it yesterday I was shopping? Was it yesterday? Monday, yes, yesterday, by somebody, and they turned around and said that the hand sanitizers are not very good to combat this, even though it's got alcohol in it, and it might help a little tiny bit, but best thing to do is warm water and soap, because they have a waxy film, this virus has a waxy film out of the cells, and that melts off with warm water and soap just washes it off. But anyway, so but what I've been doing, because you can't get hand sanitizer for love nor money, unless you go online, somebody's selling for 10 quid with a tiny bottle. It's just unbelievable, So you used to be able to buy 2 for £1. But anyway, so this is what I've been using, and I use this anyway for my face, Tea Tree Cleansing Facial Wipes, and it has, hold on. Yeah, it has alcohol in it. It's got quite a few bits of different alcohol. It's got normal alcohol in it by the looks of it, and it's got ethanol, phenoxyethanol, which you have to be very, very careful with animals with that. So so there's alcohol there again. Yeah. Acetate thing, that's a part of it. I think that's like an alcohol. Alcohol again, sodium hydrochloride, which is really good. Sodium chloride. So yeah, so this is what I use myself for my face anyway, and my hands. So I think I paid 50p for this pack in Poundland. So God, didn't she look awful? I think she needs to bloody push these on her face just to keep quiet. But yes, so that's what I use, and I don't know if it helps or not, but it makes me feel safer than with nothing. Preferably would be if you just walk around with a bucket of warm water and some soap, and you just wash your hands every time you go around. Do you know what I mean? So like Lady Macbeth being out damn spot or anything like that, you know. So, but anyway, no, the tea tree cleansing facial wipes really, really, really does help. It's enriched with tea tree oil, peppermint oil, and witch hazel. Tea tree oil has been used for millennia by the indigenous people of New Zealand and Australia and everywhere around the Antipodeans. And the first ever recorded, properly recorded use was during the First World War in Europe. Well, our part of Europe anyway. So to help with people that had, you know, so that were injured, and because there was no penicillin or not enough of it or whatever, I don't know. They didn't have anything else, so they used tea tree oil effectively. So because it's antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, and everything. So and that's how I'm trying to keep myself clean with it all. Apart from soap and water when I'm at home, but I've got one of these here just to show you, and I've got one in my bag as well. So every time I take my bag with me, I have that in my bag, and I take one out, and this is what you know what face wipes looks like anyway. So it's just like that, and I have it in my hand, and I keep it in my hand because the tea tree on there. So if I pick up a basket when I go shopping, I just wipe it down the handles of the basket and everything, and then I pick stuff off the shelf, put them through the till, and then I just use it for my hand again. So they are saying that the amount of alcohol needed, Simba, leave it alone. It's got a water bottle there. Oh, great. Tut. Now leave it. They're saying that sit down. Sit down. Come on. You silly boy. Ugh. Do you know, he just loves his side. Like, he's loving it. He's loving that. It sounds really awful, doesn't it? Really, really loud. But it sounds like I'm beating him up, but I'm not. He's loving it, don't you? You're loving that, aren't you? But anyway, so yes, so he's just such a babe. He's such a babe. Bless him. He's my babe, isn't he? Oh, be careful. Mind your head. Mind your head. But yes, so the alcohol in the hand sanitizers is not strong enough. It has to be a minimum of 70% proof. And people saying, oh, we use things like vodka and mix it in with aloe vera and everything. And no, because vodka is not 70% proof. I think it's about 40. I think it's 40%. That's the maximum you can buy, 40%. So that one would be good. Bleach doesn't actually kill the virus, but it washes it off, moves it off surfaces. So that's a good thing. I was talking to my friend last night, Sue. Hi, Sue, if you're watching. I was talking about that last night. It's not that it's really effective because bleach doesn't kill viruses. It doesn't kill them, but it just wipes it away. So and then you just wash the cloth under hot water, under warm water and soap, and then you wash your hands afterwards. So things like that. But yes, so when you've all got this time on your hands, get to know yourselves, get to know each other, start little, you know, little things, projects to do and everything, and simply leave it be. Honestly. Little projects and whatever to do, find projects to do, and find what you can and can't do, and what you enjoy and what you don't enjoy. Like I said, don't kill each other. At the moment, it's a novel idea being stuck indoors, or you know, no work and everything. But after a few days, we will get bored, and those of us that, you know, those of you that don't do it on a regular basis, I do. But being told to do something I've been doing for a long time, I think it's a different matter. So see how I deal with it, see how I cope with it, and I will let you all know. And I'm going to cough again now, but I do have asthma, so and this happens to me every year. Simba, will you leave it alone, please? Honestly, it's just I have to put the plastic stuff into another bucket, put them into another box or something, and hide it from them, because it just goes in there. Honestly. Simba, please. Thank you. It just sounds so annoying, bless him. But anyway, so so look after yourselves. Be very, very careful. Be safe. And listen to the guidelines. Excuse me. Simba, please. Thank you. Do you know, I don't know which is worse. Having 4-year-olds running around the house or you. Honestly. Naughty. What are you? He doesn't listen. He really does not listen. He's looking at me now saying, yeah, I am listening. But he's not. You're just an annoying old fart, aren't you? That's what you are. An annoying old fart. Honestly, he's 8 years old and he's acting like a 2-year-old, honestly. But anyway, so before he goes through all my brimming recycling, leave it. You know, he's just doing it because I'm ignoring him. That's what he's doing it for. Honestly, he's just doing, you know, Zena's just there. She lies down and she does her own thing, bless her. Look at the state of me, gosh. But anyway, so be safe, be healthy. Only get what you need when you go shopping, not what you want. You were saying that though, I did go naughty yesterday and I did buy myself a bar of chocolate, which I ate. Very naughty of me, but there we go. But yes, so be safe, be healthy, only get what you need, and don't start panic buying at the pharmacies because there won't be enough for other people. So, and especially at the moment, you know, paracetamol and everything like that, and Calpol, whatever, for babies and whatnot, and we all need them. And I keep reading about baby milk being sold out everywhere because people have panic bought everything everywhere. And it's just so sad because not everyone can go out and buy about 20 tins of baby milk, SMA or Cowgate or whatever. Yes, I do know this. But you know, so you know, think of other people that have babies and toddlers and whatever that need it as much as you do. So, but anyway, so. All I can say is that all this has shown me exactly what human nature is like, and I'm saddened by it, actually, to tell the truth. But anyway, so speak to you later because I'm gonna smack Simba now. Simba, do you want to smack on the bum? Do you want to smack on the bum because you're being naughty? Now enough. Leave it. Hey, Simbi. Now leave it. Honestly, but anyway, so I'll speak to you later. I will update you again maybe tomorrow to see how I am and see how you all are. All right, speak to you later. Bye-bye.